Welcome back to my channel, Word in Play. I am Karen Hodge Thomas, and we're in a series that focuses on various aspects of Christian marriage. Unfortunately, marriages don't always work out the way we expected. And today we're going to talk about divorce, possibly how to avoid it, and why it happens, even among Christians. And it appears that our Christian marriages are failing at about the same rate as marriages of unbelievers. So I think as we begin to look at divorce, we have to go back to what the plan was for marriage. When we looked in Genesis, we saw that the man was to leave his wife and leave his parent, and cleave to his wife. When Paul wrote to the church at Ephesus, he repeated the same thing, that a man is to leave his parents and cleave to his wife. And today we will be looking at the 19th chapter of Matthew, and we will hear Jesus repeat the same truth. I believe in part that divorce happens so frequently because people enter the relationship of marriage without fully understanding the level of commitment and covenant that is taking place at the altar. This is not just a legal contract that we can get out of if we decide to. And I've actually heard couples who are about to get married say, well, if it doesn't work out, we'll just get a divorce. And if you enter that way, you're not ready for marriage, because you must enter with the mindset that this is until death parts us. So we're going to look at the 19th chapter of Matthew. Starting at verse 3, some Pharisees came to him, and that being Jesus, to test him. They ask, is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife for any and every reason? Jesus replied, Moses permitted you to divorce your wives because your hearts were hard, but it was not this way from the beginning. I tell you that anyone who divorces his wife except for marital unfaithfulness and marries another woman commits adultery. What we see here is the heartbeat of God relative to marriage. Marriage is to be for a lifetime. And if you are at the point where you are thinking about leaving your marriage or just walking away, I would ask that you take some time to pray about it and to consult with Christians who may join you in prayer and who may advise you. Now, divorce does happen. We know that. But it is never without injury. Divorce always brings hurt, first of all, to those who are in the marriage and have been let down by the expectations that they went into marriage with, but also others in the family. Children of divorce are hurt when divorce occurs, even if the marriage was not healthy and children are pleased to be free from perhaps an abusive relationship or witnessing many arguments and fights. It shapes a child's view of marriage, typically in a negative way. So as we think about how our marriages should look, we first must get a biblical view, not a fairy tale view. That's what causes many problems, is that we go into marriage with an unrealistic view of what it is and how it should work. So we must use God's word to guide us and direct us in the way that a marriage should develop and grow. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments, and When you are at the verge of just walking out, go back to the Word. Go back to the Lord. Put the Word in play in your life. Please like, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell notification if you have not already. And if you have specific topics that you'd like to hear me do a video on, please put that in the comment section. Typically, new videos go up every Tuesday and Friday.